Internet trolls. We all see them. Scouring the corners of Twitter, needling and tormenting coaches, athletes, celebrities, and everyday people just for their own enjoyment. Some operate alone, while others are part of an online militia, ready to be weaponized at a moment's notice for the betterment of their fearless leader or cause. Today we're going inside the mind of one of the internet's most provocative trolls, Meek Phill.
If Bane was molded by the dark, Meek was born by the internet. This guy didn't grow up in Queens. He grew up on the internet. He grew up in a house of trolls in a little tree where you climb in and just start trolling people in high school in Queens.
Meek's a prolific troll. Barstool lore fame now. He's been doing this way back. Mom's basement, Xbox friends, just in the lair, in the den, probably a lot of lotion, a lot of sticky tissues around. He's doing it for the love of the game. This man loves to hate.
Yeah, Meek Phill, all he lives for is to point out something that you fucked up. If it's an obvious thing, he makes sure that you can tweet something from 7 years ago. He, I think writes it down and makes sure he can bring it up to show you that you're a fucking moron. But then it's this lore of him where you look at him and it's like, I'm normal, you're the freak. And you get why is this guy getting the laughs on me? And it's a masterful troll.
This guy just gets blocked by athletes left and right. He cannot stop trolling. Even when he's giving someone a compliment, like Clemmer, he's at his high school reunion the other day. He's like, oh, Clemmer, how many of these have you gone to? Which he's just trying to call Clemmer old in a different way. The guy's an asshole. He's my best friend at work, but Jesus Christ.
Meek Phill is a ruthless troll. He doesn't look at anybody else as people. I think he just sees us all as pawns in his troll game. He'll throw anybody under the bus anytime to somehow get a couple extra likes on Twitter. A ruthless, horrific person.
All right, for the record, please state your name.
Meek Phill.
Do you know why you're here today?
I'm an internet troll.
All right, let's cut right to the chase. Why do you do this? Why spend so much time being a troll?
Because it's fun. Turned it into a job. Seems like a good lifestyle.
Do you get off more of people losing their minds, or is it more of a boredom thing for you?
I like seeing people squirm and lose their minds.
Would you say you're a madman to a degree?
Perhaps.
How much time do you spend on the internet making people miserable?
24/7 job, sir.
When you're trolling, do you have a specific target in mind, or it's more of let's see who's being a dumbass and I can capitalize on?
When there's blood in the water, I'm gonna target it. As simple as that.
How do you pick your victims?
They have a specific scent on them that I choose. And when I smell weakness, I know when to attack.
How far is too far? Have you ever crossed the line, would you say?
The line is very obvious. Some people overstep the line, but I never will overstep a boundary.
What is the line?
Someone's family, loved ones, coworker's wife.
That's a good line to have. Do you have a game plan when you go for the kill, or you just kind of wing it?
Great coaches always make adjustments as the game goes on. I have a specific game plan at the start, but you like to make adjustments when you start see some tactical changes on the other side.
What's your best trolling move?
Just not being reactive. Sometimes the best troll is no troll.
Explain that.
If you don't do anything, it pisses someone off even more because they want you to be pissed off. And if you're not pissed off, you're not giving them an inch, they won't take it.
What do you think is probably your best, or what do you like to do more? The savage burn, an old take exposed, a meme? What is your kind of go-to?
Old take exposed is my favorite because, let's be real, everyone always puts dumb stuff on the internet and pretends it never happened. I mean, we all know people that have done that before.
Right, but wouldn't you say you've done that as well?
Yeah, but I don't get affected by it. I live by my takes. Some people, when they see an old take come up, they get embarrassed, horrified. It's it's just the way of life.
All right, how did the origin of this whole thing come into existence?
So I got the nickname Meek Phill. Someone in high school said that to me one time, and I just made it my handles. It just stuck. And I joined sports Twitter, and sports Twitter's filled with trolls. Eventually, I made my avatar just not myself. Because when you don't have your face as the target, people won't say anything. You would know that very well, Mr. Joey Yanks.
What's the funniest reaction you've got from somebody losing their mind?
There was one time I tweeted off the main account, Patrick Mahomes getting drafted by the Bears, say somewhere in a different era. And Big Cat saw that and quote tweeted and said, "Fuck you" at Meek Phill. I still think about that. It was pretty funny.
You think that's the best one you've got?
May not be the best one, but it's just one that comes off the top of my head.
Do you get satisfaction from watching people argue and fight over dumb shit, or you just laughing to yourself while the chaos ensues?
I like to be the Joakim Noah meme where, Joakim Noah was clapping as, was it Mario Chalmers and Chris Bosh were fighting. That's the exact person I want to emulate. Watch chaos burn as I sit there and enjoy it.
Has anyone ever tried to clap back at you? And if they have, do they actually land a hit, or it just kind of bounces off you because you're impervious?
Chris Clemmer's come the closest, but for the most part, when someone attacks me, if I pretend I'm not phased, you can't be embarrassed if something just doesn't faze you.
What's your take on cancel culture? Are you trying to go out there and cancel people?
No, never do that.
Are you afraid of getting canceled?
No. You own your transgressions, you own your mistakes, and you just live life afterwards. We've all made mistakes, Bosco.
Yeah.
We could be changed men.
What's your Mount Rushmore of personal trolls?
I mean, I have a list of athletes that I'm blocked by that I can go through. I'm going to read off some names. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Ray Lewis, O.J. Simpson, rest in peace, Kike Hernandez, Brett Anderson, Irvin Santana, Andrew Inciarte, Justin Turner, Yasmani Grandal, Jose Reyes, Vontez Burfict, who did an interview with John Gruden, Noah Syndergaard, Brad Ziegler, Derek Staubach. I don't know how I'm blocked by a hockey player. I don't even watch fucking hockey. Matt Moore, Tony D'Angelo. No idea how that happened. Rudy Gobert, Todd Frazier, Paul George. I'm also blocked by Zach Hampel, who you hate, I assume.
Not a big fan of Zach Campbell. I met him, but yeah, he's a weird behavior.
Trevor Bauer's agent, Rachel Lupa, and I'm blocked by PitchCom somehow. I don't know the home base of PitchCom. So out of all those, O.J. Simpson, I was blocked by him because I said, Merry Christmas to you and Nicole. Blocked immediately after that.
So that's got to be your crowning achievement. Now, at that point, though, you know what you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
What? Okay, yeah. So you're committing the crimes.
Yeah, I know what button to push.
Jesus. I think I'm getting more frustrated doing this.
The other one was, I left him off the list. Paul George, I got blocked by. I told him, break a leg out there a week after he broke his leg in Invitational.
I can't even address that. What's the appeal of hiding behind a screen?
Because no one knows who you look like. I mean, they can't target you.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be funnier if people knew who you were?
People do know who I am. I'm on camera all the time.
That's fair. That's fair.
But if they don't know in that moment, I mean, they're just not going to say anything.
Do you think anonymity gives you more power?
Yeah.
Trolling's fun until someone gets hurt. Do you ever worry about crossing the line?
I know where the line is, and I'm smart enough to not cross that line. I've never crossed a line before.
You don't think tweeting out, hey, hope you break a leg, or someone's dead ex-wife is crossing the line?
Well, he's a fucking... Yeah, he shouldn't have murdered his ex-wife then. That's not my fault.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. He shouldn't have allegedly murdered his ex-wife. His killer's still out there.
Have you ever had someone reach out and say, hey, that's a little bit too much. Can you take that down?
Yes, one time, and I actually did. Because I realized it myself. I was like, you know what? That is a line I crossed. I will not do that.
Who was that?
Can't say. Private information.
Private information, okay. So how did you get hired at Barstool?
Simple as just trolling on the internet for several years and eventually getting a DM from someone on social saying, hey, you want to work for us? We'd love to have you. You're a smart brain. And I was like, hell yeah, I come in for an interview, and simple as that. I get hired a month later. Did
you expect that trolling was going to be your everyday role then?
Yeah. Why would it not be?
Is there anyone here, maybe we're not going to name names, but like a bald guy that always wears hats, been with the company for 20 years, that might be your sensei, so to speak?
Perhaps. Not going to name names. But, you learn from the best.
Yeah, who would you say is the trolling GOAT?
Best left unsaid.
What's the most cringeworthy or pathetic thing you've seen someone do after they got trolled?
Block someone.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a pretty common occurrence.
I don't know, if you're blocking 14,000 people on a personal account, I think that's pretty silly. I don't know anyone that's done that to you.
Nope, don't know anyone. Would you ever take your trolling skills offline, as in do it in real life? You have a kind of a run-in with a celebrity and maybe yell something at them, or you saw the other day how Ryan Day, they came up to him, took a picture. Is there anyone you would love to troll in person specifically?
LeBron James.
You have 5 seconds, he walks past you. What do you think the one thing you're yelling at him is?
LeMickey.
Why LeMickey?
Because he won a bubble ring in 2020. To scream LeMickey.
Do you think he gets that? I don't think that works.
I think he would get a chuckle out of hearing LeMickey.
Okay.
Being screamed at him.
All right. Do you think there's an art to trolling, or it's just kind of throw shit at a wall?
Throw shit at a wall. That's really that simple. Like, you have a game plan, you adjust off the game plan. A lot of it's on the fly work.
What is your opinion of trolls who go after people's families?
Scum of the earth. Absolute scum of the earth. I would never work for them. I would never be friends with them. You know anybody like that?
No. Plead the fifth. Is there anyone who's played along with the troll? Kind of DM'd you, hey, that was a good thing, or laughed at it, or maybe responded back with a joke?
No specific athlete or blue check mark who's ever said that to me. Or actually, wait. I have a DM from one person that was a blue check mark that I'd like to bring up. This person DM'd me one time and said, fist bump, my man. And I responded back to him with a fist bump. And he said back to me, fuck Rico. June 17, 2022. That was a man of honor. He no longer has his Twitter account because he fell for a phishing scam. So dumb, I'm not sure how anyone could fall for a scam like that.
Yeah, I don't know how you could lose your Twitter for a couple days. All right, so let's bring it back to Barstool for a second. You ever troll the people you work with?
Yeah, I literally troll you every day.
Okay, who's the easiest target?
You. You have a very quick trigger.
Why would you say that is?
Because you live in constant fear every minute of every day, and every little minor influence aggravates you.
What's your take on the Barstool vibe itself? Do you think we're all just a bunch of trolls ourselves, or are we roasting the obvious low-hanging fruit?
I think for the most part, we're all just trolls in our own way that are very creative.
So we're talking a lot about like AI in the real world or different things. What's the evolution of trolling? What's next?
I guess you're already seeing with like the AI like grok images that are just scary to people like create. And you literally see people making memes of like Jimmy Butler and fucking like Hitler. Like I don't understand. Like imagine showing that to someone like 10 years ago.
Are you gonna get more creative, or you think this could potentially burn out the sport of trolling?
You always got to adapt. If it's adapt or die.
How long do you see yourself doing this?
Until I get bored.
But isn't boredom part of the reason you troll?
No, it's for the love of the game.
This is so frustrating. It's a great video. A lot of greats know when it's time to hang it up. Do you ever see a day where you hang your hat, or you will literally die in the game?
I will die in the game. I mean, Tom Brady played till, Tom Brady went out like 4,000 passing yards. Tom Brady was at the top of his game when he retired. I don't want to go out like Patrick Ewing, like washed with a Sonics jersey. I want to go out on my own time.
All right, we'll close out with this. What are some tips or advice you would give to aspiring trolls?
No slurs, no, well, that's the obvious one. Don't go at someone's wives, don't go at people's coworkers, families, those are just the obvious tips.
Any regrets? What's the one thing you wish you didn't say while trolling?
There was a tweet I did off the main account in March of 2022, maybe a month or so after I got hired, saying it's bad for a sport of college basketball and teams foul up 3. And you responded to that very mad. And I think I got blocked by you like a few days after that. So that is one I regret. That's a personal opinion I shouldn't have put on an account with millions of followers. I should have did that on my own account.
What's the next step for you? You just gonna be an anonymous king, or do you have a big plan of trolling somebody down the road?
Stay tuned.
I love that. All right. This ain't the little itty bitty teeny tiny bowl. It's the Super Bowl 59. Get in on the action at the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 59. Scoring touchdowns is the key to hoisting the Vince Lombardi Trophy, and you have a shot to score big by betting on them at DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score 6. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. New DraftKings customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app using code RICO. That's code RICO, R-I-C-O, for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.